Together you can call us the OMG. Sit back, relax, and sip your tea. We keep you company.
Welcome to our channel, OMGs. 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 OMGs, 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 OMGs.
This is getting ridiculous.
What's this now?
It's getting ridiculous and you need to stop it.
Babe, stop lying. But is it in every episode you have to lie? Stop lying.
It's getting out of hand.
If you want us to wear the same thing, just tell me beforehand. Don't go and look for what I wore and go and find your version.
Really, babe, really.
What is this supposed to be now?
So when I show you this is what I'm wearing and then you're still topless, but you still go and wear the same thing.
Okay, I'm topless. Was I topless when I went to drop her in school?
This is not what you wore, babe.
I beg. So what are we supposed to look like? We look like
Dennis the Menace. Twat times 2. Just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, starts now.
Emma Bamiki yo, Emma Bamiki ya, Oba to she milanu. I love that song. It's stuck in my head right now. Okay, guys. So today we are going to talk about weddings.
Yeah, before we get there, wait, let me change this mic again.
Oh, I think my Keisha.
It's facing the front.
Emma Bamiki yo, Emma Bamiki ya, Oba to she milanu.
Yeah, it should be better, yeah. Alright, yeah, before we start about what we want to talk about, yeah? This song you are singing now reminded me of some things. All those things that they say, whatever you do or whatever, that your children copy is through Jesus Christ.
It's very
Number
true.
one, yeah, I think my daughter is actually a real good singer. I think she has caught that from me already.
When that be from you?
I didn't really have the competition already. Who won?
So all the singing I did in the past is done to nothing.
She shall got her singing abilities from me. That's all I can
So
say.
I don't understand.
I don't care. There's even no need to argue. If you want to argue, go back to our episode and check who won.
That doesn't mean anything.
The singing. So she got this good singing
From me as well. I'm musical as well. Don't try that.
She sings. She can sing. She can sing on a relative pitch now. She sings on relative pitches. What does that mean?
I understand what that means.
So explain.
She can sing like a melody.
Melody. Yeah. What's melody?
Like the melody of a song. She can like if it's like A B C. Dun, 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 dun.
What has a BC got to do with whatever?
Just continue.
You try though, and it's what I'm teaching you that you have.
It's not what you taught me. It's what I know.
But she can sing on relative pitch. She gets excited with music. When we're passing through my studio, she's like, music, you know.
And when I'm playing music, she knows what she wants. If she doesn't like the song, she's telling me to switch it to the next one.
When she hears something in my studio, she wants to come, blah, blah, blah. Then, so all these, now I have a reason to continue all these my Yoruba praises I do, apparently. All these things I just post and put on YouTube and everything. Not knowing that, because that's why I play in the car when we're going out and everything. Because I like to listen to what I did so I can know what to correct. And I'm my fan too, because I do what I like. Do you understand? Like, the music I put out is a result of listening to different styles of music I've loved over the years. So I listen to myself a lot. So I didn't know that all those things we've been listening to, because she will look as if she's not interested or be doing other things.
And also because I do play them to her before during our
Must you enter this my
because
story?
you wanna remove me so much, but the reality is I play this music to her back to back. But continue.
We are doing morning devotions nowadays and we sing the songs and she starts to sing along. For example, Oluwa, Oluwa, wa.
She loves that song.
I'm like, wow. A lot of the Yoruba songs. Okay, that one from morning devotions. Now she knows how to hold hands, she claps, you know, all these things. So they are watching, you get. And basically, they used to say it, but it just used to sound like, yeah, just any other thing to me. But now it makes a lot of sense because we are their models. Like, it's exactly what you do, they will do, you get. So they look out. See, the other day that I was singing that Hosanna. Yeah. I was doing like those Malaxi did you take that? Did you have that video?
I did,
So maybe that will be our random moment for today.
She's topless in that video.
Oh, she's topless, so we can't post it. So she saw me because those children, when they were singing, they were blocking their ears. I guess because they didn't want to hear the other person's tone, or they want to hear themselves well. So me too, that was what I was doing in the video. Then friend of me always looked at me and she just started doing
the same thing. So cute.
You know. So yeah, it's just putting it out there that, and they grab a lot. Like even things that settle in their subconscious is later. It just comes out from nowhere. You're like, where did you hear that from? So now, you know, the day we were watching you, YOU, and she saw it, she pronounced you. Now I realized that it's the letter U that she saw in it. That she was.
But so let me take that thing that you were talking about, how they absorb things. I'll take it one step further, where the Bible says, out of the mouth of babes and sucklings has thou ordained praise. That God has already put it in them to want to praise. And it's up to us as parents, as caregivers, to nurture that and to bring it out of them, essentially. Because we were all made to praise God, and it's already in them. Many children, if you give them the, if you teach them, and if you teach them songs and everything, they're ready. They're very excited to praise. So yeah.
So she's always excited with morning devotions and all that stuff. Till yesterday, yesterday she woke up hungry. Like she basically woke up.
She woke up
telling us what she wanted: banana, apple, and juice.
As in, she woke up at like 5:55. So what happens is when she wakes up too early like that, and I'm still in tired mode, and so I'll go and get her, and I'll bring her to our bed. So when she was in our bed, normally she might sleep, but funnily enough, she just was not sleeping. She just was, and I was like, "Femi, please sleep," and she was like, "Bapple, bapple."
She calls apple bapple.
Banana, juice. And and what she does when she wants something and she wants me to get up, she will now put her hands underneath like my legs. But this one, she's putting her hands underneath my arms, like I should get up, please. Like I should get up. And I was like, Femi, please. And eventually, by like almost 6:30, I was like, okay, there's no choice. Let me just get up. As I was about to get up, my dad was now like, well, let's pray. Femi's face. I've never seen that before.
But she's always excited.
And he started the usual way, and that she really loves good morning, Jesus. And normally she's really excited. Femi was
like holding hands and all that.
She was like this.
Almost, she was swollen. I put her on the bed, I was singing, I said clap. There was one time I said clap, she now clap, like grudgingly.
I've never, and it's like, what? She's like.
And there was one time it was like she was eyeing you.
She was looking at me like, and I was like, she's going on 2, and she's like, all like 2, like as a teenager, like a teenage 2. I don't understand, but anyway. But when she finally got her breakfast, she loosened up a little bit.
As well. So did you give her bapu and banana?
No, she has bapu as her snack at school.
Yeah, okay.
And she had there was banana bits in her breakfast. So yeah.
So yeah, we want to talk about weddings and the exorbitant spendings.
Exorbitant
spendings. I mean, good.
Exorbitant.
More raz ni pronunciation, but more good ni vocabulary. Don't worry.
Vocabulary.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be exorbitant if you can afford it. You know, like there are some people that are very rich. You get so. Weddings should be okay, let me put it this way. A wedding should be the best, one of the best memories in your life, you understand? So you have to do it, you should do it in a way that when you think about it, you will always be happy. And that does not necessarily have to do with money. Mm-hmm. For example, when I was talking about my friend that got married in the last episode, I think all she did was she, her husband, and maybe a couple of their friends. And a lot of people have been doing that nowadays. Some people go to the beach. Some people, the wedding they saw in Hollywood, that's what they want to do. And those, like, it's just you, your friend, by the seaside, have nice pictures, nice videos, and everything. At the end of the day, maybe you spend 50K, 100K, your wedding is done. Do you understand?
And you have money to start your life.
Do you understand? So it's somehow when you remember your wedding, you spent a lot, you spent maybe 10 million or more, 20 million. Then after, everybody is now asking you for their money because you are owing. You're now running up and down. Worst. You start married life with owing and everything. Let's say you are not even owing. Let's say you have 20 million. And you now spend it on wedding. Then in marriage, you are now. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel it should be more about being fulfilled than subjecting yourself to whatever pressure, peer pressure and everything.
But I also believe that weddings are a reflection of the person. of the people that are getting married, or they should be at least. I think that the weddings that I've been to that I've really enjoyed, I feel like you can see the couple in the wedding, like, just like the little things that they do, the programming of the wedding, and just the feel. Like every wedding has a different feel. As much as we all like Owambe, I feel like when you enter a wedding, that you can feel like the person has really put themselves into it, and it's not about what you see. It's just about coming to have a good time and to celebrate this beautiful union. It's different. It's another level, and it doesn't. And I'm saying this as a. I've been to weddings. Like one of my friend Helen. I don't know if Helen watches, but hey Helen. So Helen is Chinese, and she had a Chinese wedding. So they had they did the court wedding first, and then they did the Chinese traditional. But that was like for just family. It was all on the same day. And then afterwards, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and we had the most wonderful Chinese food I've ever had. It was not like regular restaurant food, and it was just so like, it was very much infused with her culture, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun, and everyone was so happy, and it was like, we had to pay for for our food though, which was different for me because you're used to going to Nigerian parties, you eat as much as you like, and you don't pay a dime. So we paid, and we got more than what we paid for, I felt anyway. And but the fact of the matter is, it was enjoyable because you could see the couple in it, and they were happy, and they didn't have to have that burden of debt on them afterwards. So,
and apart from debt, again, another thing that is an issue with African, say Nigerian weddings is, I'll say parents sometimes. A lot of times, I think parents need to, should I say chill? Yeah, shout out to the parents, because without you, there won't be this wedding in the first place. You are the one that brought up these children responsibly to the point that they can marry in the right way. But at the same time, you should know that this is their life. It is a day in their life, and their say should count. A lot of weddings go as the parents plan them. You get?
Yeah.
Go as the parents just want them. And at the end of the day, there was a wedding, one of the wedding a long time ago I emceed. You could just see that the husband and wife could not just wait to get out of that place. Basically, they even knew nobody. Like,
wow.
The tables closest to them were just their parents, friends. So they were just so lost in their own, do you understand? So they were just like flowing and everything. It should be a day that they should be able to express themselves to the most they want to. Do you understand? Yeah, we get that okay, yeah, parents, you don't suffer, you want to show, do you understand? But there should be a balance point, you understand? If you like crowd, your children don't like crowd.
We have to find the middle ground, yeah.
And I think maybe parents should take away that concentration of, okay, the wedding is when I want to make my statement to you. You can move it to maybe the naming ceremony.
No,
do you understand?
Not even that one. No.
So yeah, I think there should just be like a balance point, basically. There was one I emceed. Apparently, it was not even the main wedding. The children had to organize a special get together for their friends because they said their parents are taking over their wedding, so they won't have any say.
That's crazy, But like again, on the flip side, there are people that like really extravagant weddings. I went to one actually, and that was my first wedding in Lagos. Very beautiful wedding. Like I think that day I never hesperied it. Like the first they had everything on one day, so they did like the traditional. They had like a blessing, and then they had the party, and then there was an after party. And it was all in like essentially the same building. The way they decorated it was flawless.
See, the thing is, I'm not saying the problem is there's nothing wrong with extravagant weddings.
Let me land my husband. So I said that it's extravagant, but it's orderly. There's extravagant and disorderly. Do you get? Like there's people that they have a lot of people that come and stuff, and when you get there, this happens a lot in the UK actually, especially when it's like when you know that it's Momoya. So I have there's this wedding that's happening. When I was younger, we used to actually go to different halls that we knew that the areas that they're having. Like for example, you go to a party. There was an area. It's called Ilderton Road. If you're from South London, you know that place. I don't know if they still do it. They have like 3 halls next to each other. So that means 3 different parties will be going on. And then what we will do when we were bored in our party, we'll come out. We'll go to the next party, and obviously you don't know who is who. So be like, Auntie, please have malt. Chicken and jollof in that party. You leave that party, you go to the next party. So Auntie, please have chicken. I didn't get chicken. I said, Auntie, how are you? She said, how are you? Long time. Mind you, we don't know each other. We've never met her. She's never set eyes on me. But as in, so basically, and what I'm trying to say is like there could just be too many people. and it's a mess, and there's no organization, and that kind of thing can happen. So
what I'm trying to say is, even if you are extravagant and disorder, if it's your team, so far you can afford it. So it's not that weddings should not be extravagant. That's not what. I don't think weddings should be in a particular way. No. Wedding should be whatever you want it. But so far you can afford it, and it's going to be convenient for you, and you'll be able to live a good life after that. Do you understand? The marriage itself will now not be suffering from the effects of the wedding. You get, for example, one of the, and you need, it depends on your family background too. But you need to be able to stand on your own as a man, as a guy and a girl. But still, it depends.
As a man,
because I could really stand during my own time. Like, this is what I wanted and everything. And one of the major things that wanted to cause wahala or caused wahala, but we sorted it out, was the fact that we said we wanted it strictly by invitation.
Oh, that
do you
was
understand?
like popular.
That one caused serious problem.
It's not popular.
Because my mom and dad, maybe if my mom was alive, it would have been more serious. My mom is dead, my dad is dead. No, my dad would not really have a say. So my mom is dead. But my sisters were like, I want kini lati people. And it's true, a lot of people that saw you growing up and everything. But these are people that, since I don't see them since Momsy died, I enter streets, go also, I don't see anybody. You get. It doesn't mean they don't have good intention. It doesn't mean we are not cool and everything. But most times it's just people that you are really, so you now be like, okay, people that saw you growing up at the expense of your own friends that you see day to day, or people that even like contributed one or two things to your wedding, or your colleagues and everything, and we tried to make it even. We're like, okay, you can call this number of persons, we give you this IV for we to our friends, we won't call too much, this number of friends we're going to call and everything. But we wanted to have a number of people we can cater for, so that, these things are common in weddings. You say, we went to this wedding, they just suffer us with no seafood chop. Wait till they worry these people. And at the end of the day, you hear that those people, maybe they spend like 25 million and people could not see food. Why? Because there's usually disorderliness, like a lot of people come, or some people carry food, all those long things you get. I think, how many did we cater for? Like 500 people or something?
No, about 700.
700, oh wow. But one thing that everybody that came to our wedding said was like, oh my, the earth is too poor. And some of my clients, some of my business partners came and they were like, man, nice one. As they were finishing one, they were giving them another one, you understand? So it's better, let's say we have the capacity to call 1,000 people, for instance. It's better call the 700 people than give them food for 1,000, so that do you understand?
Yeah. So it's more than that. But the thing is, again, I have to thank God for my mum, because the caterer tried it. She tried it that morning of the wedding. She called me and was like,
you continue from there first. Yeah. That thing I was saying about parents should really step down, let their children. That's one thing I would give to your mom. Yeah. This is her first daughter. She has never had any wedding for any child before, but her mom still gave us, like, she just was there to support us where we needed support. Yeah. She gave us all the, okay, kill a fair, what do you want? Like, how do you want it to go? Yeah. I think she had slight issues with I think she had some slight issues with the strictly by invitations, but over time she got over it. She didn't have any. Okay, was your dad said? It was my dad.
It was I was actually really surprised that my mom was just like, okay, yeah, that's fine, that's
and
reasonable
she brought her friends. Her friends flew in all the way from
the UK. My mom, like, a lot of things that I say to my friends now as well, like, your mom probably knows better, because even with the Ashoki and everything, if not for my mum, we would have overspent money. I should have probably gone through her with the Ashoki. There's a lot of things that, maybe I thought, oh, mum, no, I'll do it myself, that I wished I did with my mum. But for overall, my mum was amazing.
The only thing she did her way were things to make us look good. Yeah. Like, she went to buy this expensive lace. She traveled where?
And I wouldn't even get to wear it on the day.
She traveled where?
Austria.
As in, all the way.
As in, so going back to the incident on the day of the wedding, the caterer tried it. Yes, she called me and was like, she called you first. No, she called me. She was like, I don't know, your mom is thinking, how can she still expect me to just have this amount of food for this amount of people? It's not going to be possible. There's not going to be enough food. Blah, 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 blah. And I was already like trying not to be stressed. So how wicked are you to call me? Because I'm not the one that hired her. My mom was the one that was handling the food. So it's like, why don't you call my mom? I realized, I called my mom. My mom was like, don't worry, just calm down. Don't worry. Please believe, my mom called the person that had introduced her to this woman. That person called the woman sharpish and told her about her life. and there was more than enough food.
So apparently she wanted to cut like half of the food.
Exactly.
And they do it a lot.
That's what they do a lot.
So if you have control, if you have if you know the people number of people you called, like if you have that crowd control thing, they cannot swerve you. Because most times when they swerve you and you find out there's not enough food, not knowing that these people had packed the food, is because you don't know how many people came to your wedding in the first place. So you thought you would think there are too much crowd that people are eating, not knowing that they didn't even touch the surface of the food.
True.
They're not those uncles that used to feel like president-elects because they are in charge of drinks. They will not be holding the key. They'll be holding the key.
You want drink? Let me just. And
it's their friends they will be giving.
And they don't like the look of your face. They'll be like, sorry, it's finished. It's finished.
You come out,
and then somebody else will go and ask.
You now be doing as if you are looking for your edge. Also, she months one. They'll first look at you from down to up. Because she months. You get it.
And you know what? They do it exactly in the UK as well. There's no difference. Nigerians are Nigerians everywhere they are.
See,
it's exactly
Buhari is not powerful. Those uncles that are with the drink, those are the most powerful men in Nigeria.
Trust me. And especially the worst thing when you're a child, when you're young and you just want malt. Why can't we have malt?
Do you understand?
It's never, the malt is always for the adults. They always say that, sorry, you people have whatever, no malt. As in when I was able to get more than one malt in a party, I knew that I was now big. I was a big woman.
So yeah, that's what we have to say, Sha. But we really thank God, and we thank God for our planner. You guys should check out the event girl. We'll put her handle there.
Oh my goodness.
She,
as in Vivian, is fantastic. Vivian, like she did the hardest thing is to deal with family, Nigerian uncles and aunties. As in she didn't look face. She don't look at anybody's face. So
yeah. And one other thing I wanted to mention that I forgot. I thought I forgot. See, there's always this thing that worries us guys, especially when it's around that stage. Guy, see, there's never a time you would be ready to get married. That's what I want to say to you about a guy. The only thing you can be sure of is when you've met the person, and once you are sure you've met the right person, and you have something going for yourself. Not perfect, but you are earning something. Because me too, I used to be on Vision 2020. Because I used to look at my life then like, can I fit somebody the way I am? Like, getting married, that's a long thing, or blah, blah, blah. One thing I found is, once you take a step, you have a good motive, and like you have where you are going, you have a focus, you get. Once you take a step, and you believe in God, because God opens ways will just open. Believe me, when we were getting married in 2016, I was still struggling financially. I'm like, hey. And we already said, okay, well, one of the major things was, even when she, you know that long story of me trying to toast her and she chakara me. So when she now finally came to apologize then, and she saw the way she treated me, it wasn't, the apology was not like she's ready to date though. Then I told her that, okay, so does this mean you are telling me, oh, yes, to what I've been saying? She said, she's not saying so, that if God says so, but what she knows is that whatever she's getting married this year, you know. So me, I had not. It didn't have to be me, according to what she said. She said, but she just had that conviction. And me, I just know that this is a girl. Do you understand? So I just had to. I was just like, okay.
And
so,
this was in like March.
No, this was still in January. We have not started dating now. This was.
January.
So we started dating like February-ish, March-ish, and everything. And we're like, okay, yeah, we're getting. All the time we're saying we're getting my mind, I'm like, hey, guy, are you serious?
Are you serious?
Now financially, like.
And but you know what surprised me about him? Because when I said that, he was like, okay, let's just choose the date, and that's what really like, I was like, oh.
Yeah. But in my mind, I'm like, guy, can you?
I did not know
that.
Understand? I did not
know. So that's one thing I'm trying to say. Even the guys that really, really have it good, you feel you are not ready. You understand? One thing you just need to know, number one, okay, you are very, very sure this is the person you want to get married to. Then number two, like, you are not irresponsible. You are hardworking and all that, and you believe in God and everything, and you have something going. Then just start. You get. There's a blessing that comes with marriage normally. I'll get to that. But talking about my own story, at that point, I think I was still working in that place even when we started dating. Then I resigned. You get.
Yeah.
And things were not as they are now, though we are still going to get better. You get. So then maybe I'll get a show I won't get for a long time. So I was still managing money by my. But I was just like, yeah, whatever. This is the person I'm going to be with. Whatever, you get. So I just took that step. Now, when we started preparing for wedding and everything, we put the budget to the lowest. And, you know, so we're able to do everything. But if as the wedding was getting close, we couldn't still achieve that money we planned for. We would have just brought everything down to whatever we could afford, and we'll just do. Because wedding is just for us to get together. If it, see how we did our court wedding now. We just went to court with a few friends and went to a very expensive restaurant because it was just few of us and we had fun and everything, you know.
It was nice.
So, but basically, once I got married, stories just started changing. Like, God has really been good. Although we are not anywhere yet. We are still going to get better. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in case you're a guy, there's this girl you know you like and everything, and you're just like, but I'm not ready. Now there are two different types of I'm not ready. When you really know you're not ready, like don't go and don't go and so that you not marry and the girl will not be suffering. That's different. Because, for example, the way I was in 2011, 2012 was not the way I was in 2015 to get started with, you get. But when you've gotten to a point when at least you know maybe there's like a stable source of income. So maybe your issue is this money coming in is not even enough yet. You need to buy a car first. You need to have bought land, you know, those kind of things. You know, there are just some guys that just want it perfect. It doesn't really exactly have to be perfect. So far, you have all you need to know is okay. You found the perfect person for you. Then you guys can work hand in hand and everything, you know. And thank God we are in the era where ladies don't want to be a burden anyways.
Yeah. So you know, just be as helpful as you can be. I think that it's important to be transparent with each other, know how much each other is earning. That's something I have to give you credit for. Like on our first few dates, he told me how much he was earning. He was like, this is how much I earn. This is how much do you earn? And a lot of people don't realize how important it is because a lot of issues come from money. So whereas if you're transparent with money, then it allows you to be transparent with everything else. Could be pretty much so. Because
if your woman is a good woman, women generally in life, I believe, from experience so far, women generally in life are good with money management if they love you. Do you understand? When a woman loves you, she will really help you manage your money because she knows it's not your money, it's your money, both of you. Do you understand? So open up, let them know how much so that they say they go know, okay, you have to keep this one.
Exactly.
You know. That way say their demands will be limited, you understand? And they too, they will know, okay, this is what I'm bringing in and all that and everything you get, you know. So
yeah. So yeah.
But it's not necessary that maybe at that point she's not bringing anything in. You're now like, oh no, you're not. You see the potential. You say who you are getting married to, you already know. The fact that okay, maybe you're not earning anything now does not mean that she's not worth anything. You know, who knows? Like maybe as soon as you marry her, she get one job, she's earning like times 3 of you. And again, poor guys are like, the mentality of guys, because women see. You are saying women should see what you earn as our money. You get so a woman should not have any problem with you any more than her. So if your wife is any more than you, should not have any problem with that. You get, you understand? Like, okay, maybe that should be another topic for another day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because there's a lot of insecurities that apparently come with.
Yeah, we'll do that in another video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but anyway, this is the wedding, and we're done with this. Yeah. Before it turns into Imam my God show.
So we have a. Do we have a
random moment? We will do.
Okay, so if there's random moment, take.
OMGs, OMGs. Oh my God. I love you. You love me. Here I have you.
Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys on the next episode. I'm tired, man.
Oh, really? Oh, brother. Come and have a hug.
I was trying to give out knowledge. You are saying I should not give out knowledge.
No, you shouldn't give out
knowledge out of the knowledge I don't have.
This video 1 hour. You have knowledge. You're a very wise man. Sometimes it's okay to just, it's okay.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching.
Don't wear the same clothes with me on the next episode.
And if you haven't subscribed, don't be shy. Subscribe below and hit the notification bell so that it lets you know when we have a new video up.
Don't do and co with me on the next episode.
And also, share with your friends. It's caring is sharing.
Yeah, please. Please help us to get to 10,000 before my birthday. My birthday is May 3rd. So help us to get to 10,000 subscribers before
That'd be
then.
really nice.
That'll be.
Make your hand going on this on the camera. It's like my phone's about to drop. My phone.
Phone is about to drop.
My son. I told him, he said, "Stop! Don't put your hand there on camera, babe."
Is it showing?
It's showing.
It's not showing.
Bye, guys. Turn off the camera first, babe. Mwah. Turn off the camera, babe. Turn off the camera.
What's it done? We have like 20 minutes.
I have 20. I need to. Huh?
I have 20 minutes. Yeah, please hurry up. Just go upstairs and meet you upstairs.
I'm too tired.
So it will make you sleep better now.
Professor.
Have you forgotten my remedy? This one is real. No.
Babe.
At least you're not sick. This one will make you your rest.
It doesn't. Makes me.
Come, just let me meet you.
Awakens
I'll
me.
meet you upstairs. No.